I believe there's a web of life, an energy field that permeates the universe that we're part of. It's been called the divine matrix, oneness, the all there is, perhaps the force. We're part of that. What it means for us as humans is that we are completely connected to each other, regardless of where we live, who we are, what we believe, our culture, our skin colour, our gender. None of that matters, we're all one family. That's what it is to be human, as part of our own piece of the web of life. But what's happened recently is that that web of life that we're part of, the connection of humanity, is being eroded. It's being eroded because we're taught to fear each other, that we might catch a disease from each other. We should do distancing. We shouldn't walk shoulder to shoulder down the road of life. We should avert our eyes from each other. We should hide our faces behind a mask. I feel that this is not the natural order of things. I feel this is not who we are and who we're meant to be as one collective humanity. We now know that this virus that we've been told about has impacted humanity in a way that has been less than a lot of influenza years in terms of the loss of life. Whether the loss of life is from complications or not is another thing. And I'm not going to go into any of that except send love and light to the people who've lost somebody through this period of time. But I can tell you that those who've lost their lives, I've seen enough of the afterlife to know that they are greeted with such love and warmth when they return. It will have made up for anything that happened at this end if they were forced to pass over alone in a hospital bed somewhere, surrounded by people who were afraid. They're okay now. I really believe that. So here's what we can do. We're about to come out of lockdown. We're about to bring back our lives into what they're meant to be. I think it's important to take the human connection, the connection code, as I've come to call it, this connection code that we are all carrying, we're encoded with it. We're meant to be together, we're meant to hold hands, we're meant to hug our children and our grandchildren. We're meant to look into each other's eyes and appreciate the soul that stands there before us. This is who we are as humanity. Everybody is a beautiful eternal soul here to make a difference to humanity. Let's greet each other that way. Let's hug our friends. Let's show our children what it's like to show affection and to be part of something so beautiful and so amazing as humanity's part of the web of life. Look into the eyes of somebody new. Look into the eyes of a friend. See them as if you're seeing them for the first time. Look people in the eyes you walk down the street and smile. This is how we rebuild the connections to humanity that have been eroded through this overreaction to this phenomenon that we've been offered. Let's rebuild humanity into one consciousness, into one people, and let's all make the world a better place. Thanks for listening.